Is there any way to express condolence to her, so she knows it was not her who cut through her roots and stole her away from loving soil? That she, against her newborn cries, was transplanted into a lifeless concrete garden and expected to photosynthesize fluorescent light? Is there any way to tell a wounded lotus that her relentless fevered longing for embrace is not her failure as a sprout, nor her pain a punishment, that she was torn away from the milk of mud and cast upon asphalt to adapt or die? She was removed from the nectar of rain and is shamed for not growing faster. She was torn from nourishing soil and suffers rage for having withered leaves. Smog eclipsed sunlight's touch, and those who murdered forests for smokestacks despise her for not producing enough fruit for them. Can she ever know the herbicidal ideologies that have assaulted her blooming mind never echoed Gaia's voice? She's been told she's a weed when she's not sweating upon the assembly line for coin. Told she's a weed when she doesn't ache from the sacrifice of contorting herself to appease her abusers. Told she's a weed for 1,000 other reasons, yet there is no weed in the jungle. Every leaf is welcome. Can she ever know, throughout the cells of her nervous system, that her isolated yearning was not her fault? That connection is not some prize to be won by oiling pipeline machinery with her own blood? That she never once failed to deserve the nutrient of love? That she was never too heavy, never too loud, never too quiet, nor too proud, nor too angry, nor too weak, nor too emotional, nor too anything on this endless list that has damned her when she didn't, and damned her more if she did? No matter what sacrifice she makes, it will never be enough for skyscrapers held erect by slaves. She was forced to desperation and adopted disease into herself to survive an ill environment. One with the audacity to praise its severance from health as superiority. Thus, she lives in a body and mind both fertilized by poison, and wonders if there's any place she belongs upon the city streets, or if she's too infected to lay at rest upon the wild soil. Can a home exist at all for the rootless? And if the fruits that compose her are too influenced by venom, what purpose can she have? Why have broken gifts? Her past is over now, and she can never get a better one. She's been grieving a life she's never lived. And it's felt like she's alive in her casket at a funeral without guests. Haunted by the riddle, how can all the pain she's experienced be used to cultivate peace? Her knuckles hurt from holding empty promises, so she's letting go. And all the luxuries ads can offer seem less appealing than an empty field of wind and grass. Nothing left to walk toward, so she's walking away. It's acceptance. It's a valediction, a late hello, a need for silence, a readiness to be forgotten, a chance to dissipate into 1,000 wishes. All she has to offer is her mortal matter, the 30 trillion living cells that constitute the ecosystem she is, each containing the epigenetic record of all that she has endured. She returns like a prayer that scatters dandelion seeds, to bleed upon mycelium in hopes it can learn, past the knowledge of all she's seen and felt, teach a whole forest what not to do. To weep upon the roots, so years of sadness can nourish a home she never had. Perhaps relief can sprout from sanguine soil.